Hey, beautiful exoticals, welcome back to my channel, Real Exotical. Today, I actually want to talk about a topic of not feeling guilty to embrace your multiple identities, whether it's two identities or more, or if you generally just look like racially ambiguous, like where you can be part of any culture or specific cultures. For example, if you are like even monoracially African American or monoracially black, but you kind of are having phenotypes that can be representing for other cultures as well. For example, what if you have a more looser hair texture, if you have more keen features, or if you have a certain complexion. And I just want to talk about not feeling guilty. For example, if someone is biracial, I have a friend that is biracial. Her dad is black and her mom's white, and she has a feeling of guilt when she wants to like tap into more of her white side of the family, like, or like kind of tap into this European beauty standard, because she does have like a sandy brown type of hair color, and she has like a milky chocolate, like caramel complexion, and she can look also white passing, but she can also look black passing. Like she can go very fair in the winter and get very dark in the summer, like a goldenish tan. And her hair is also like can literally go blonde in the summer, and she can like dye it darker or have it like curly or have it straight. So she's kind of like she's very, very fluid when it comes to hopping in and out of her white and blackness. But she told me like she feels so guilty for not 100% embracing like her white side when she wants to, because she would get like backlash from like the black community, whether it's like family or just people around her saying like, yeah, like you need to embrace your black side, you need to be like a black activist. And it's colorist if you are trying to own, if you are embracing your white side, like accept the fact that you are black, and why aren't you supporting your brothers and sisters? Like it's got nothing to do, I told her, but that's got nothing to do with not supporting your like the black community, just because you want to now like dress more like in the European like standard, or like make yourself like look more like European on some days. Like you're literally half European. She's embracing also her white side. So I don't see the issue there. She's not bashing her black side. She's not ashamed of her black side. Like sometimes she also likes to look more black, and then she would have her hair like curly, like, you know, get like a temporary hair dye to make her hair darker and get more like this afro curls when it's curly, and like tan. So it's very strange. Even when she sees her family, like they kind of tell her like, yeah, like they kind of bully her or tease her, and also be like, yeah, you are you white girl, like why you talk like that. Even the way she talks, because she's also she grew up in a private school in a more predominantly white area, so she doesn't have like this hood accent, or like a different kind of accent. Like she doesn't even use slang, like that much slang as well. And apparently this now is not being it's not embracing your black side, it's being ashamed of your black side. But that doesn't even make sense. There's such a I think I told her like this is just projection and jealousy. Like it's actually generational trauma that's making, if someone from the black community is thinking like this, it's generational trauma, and it's hurt. People want to be in the suffering mentality. I really think it's a suffering mentality, addicted to suffering, addicted to worrying. And then it's being projected on someone who is mixed race or multiracial, like trying to say like, yeah, you need to fight, be this activist type of person. What if she doesn't want to be like that? What if she wants to just be herself and not really be even a black activist, for example, or someone that is actively like saying like, okay, all the time, like okay, like Black Lives Matter, and trying to push this approach, trying to be like, okay, yeah, because she even got shouted at by one of her cousins, like she did something wrong, and then she was like, yeah, I take myself accountable for this. And then her cousin was like, no, you did nothing wrong, this is because we've been suffering for years, like this is because of the system, this is because we've been colonized, this is not your problem. So her lack, so he didn't even like, he wanted her to blame history and not actually the present moment. It was her mistake, and that's why. She literally took accountability. People are using history as an excuse. Like, yeah, I understand what happened in the past, and the colonization, and all these issues in the past when it comes to Black history, but we also in the present, there's so many things that have changed. Like, people have rights. People are treated more fairly today than in the past. Yeah, you do get people who are still racist and who still treat people differently, but come on, man, the world is so much different today. And her actually taking accountability for her own actions just shows like her brain, her mentality, where she's at, compared to a cousin that just wants to blame everything on, he literally blames everything on being a Black man. I'm a Black man, this is why this happens to me, without actually taking personal accountability and responsibility. I think that is ridiculous, and I think this is a mindset really ingrained in the African community, not like especially Western world African community, whether it's from the from America, or whether it's or someone's from the UK, or someone is from for example Australia or something. Not typical like Africans from Africa really embody this mentality. It's mostly like people who are born in like a Western country, and then one. I feel like this, from my experience, these people who are like first generation or second generation American or English or Australian are thinking in this mentality. This is what I've observed from the people around me. And the ones from Africa don't even bring up these issues. It's like you can't be blaming, you literally can't be using that as an excuse. Like, we're living in the present moment, we're living now, and people should take accountability for their actions, and not really blame someone who is mixed race for not actually appearing wanting to look like fully Black, or not actually being a Black like activist, and blaming her problems for suffering. I told her like that she needs to just focus on herself, and maybe she can explain the situation to her family. Maybe they won't understand, but she should try explain herself. And if people are still trying to bring her down because she's doing what she wants to do, she's doing she's doing what she wants, and she's literally respecting everyone, then she has to let these people go, because that's actually just negative energy, and you become what you attract. So this is something I wanted to share. I also had this in my own personal life as well, being multiracial in terms of family, in terms of people around me as well. And I think a lot of multicultural or biracial people probably go through this as well. If it's not family, it's probably from the outside world. So that's why I want to hear from you guys. If you have any experience in this, do you know someone that has went through this type of similar experience as well? I would love to hear that in the comments. And yeah, that's what I wanted to share today. So I wish you guys a lovely rest of your Saturday or Friday or Sunday. I don't know. But yeah, bye bye.